Before the video starts, everything I say, please do not take it as fact before following any of my advice. Please research as much as you can. Please even speak to a doctor if necessary. Essential oils are very, very dangerous and they should be used sparingly. You should not use them every single day, all of the time. It is really, really dangerous for you. There are loads of consequences of using essential oils. Some can even lead to not being here anymore, so please be careful. This video is just a very, very unhinged video where I talk about all of the different mistakes that I have made in my journey, and the three biggest mistakes that I talk about I cover quite early on, so please don't be alarmed at how long this video is, because most of it is just me talking about tangents and other things about essential oils and loads of random other stuff, but it is a really good video that I am proud of. So yeah, let's get into the video. But yeah, again, I am not a doctor. I have no qualifications in essential oils. I have no like nothing. I don't have a degree. I don't have my A-levels yet, so please do not take everything I say as fact. Please only follow the spiritual tips that I give as good fact. The rest, please research. As I said, please research. Please. Don't want anyone poisoning themselves. Let's get into the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So my lamp is really dying. It's really sad. I need to charge it. It's really good because it's a rechargeable lamp, but I thought it'd be a fun prop for the video, but sadly it's really dim. I thought it would help improve the lighting, but yeah, anyway, today I'm going to be talking about all of my aromatherapy fails so far, because I started getting into essential oils this year. Also my dad's on the phone downstairs, so that's what the talking is, but I think it's kind of nice background noise. So yeah, so if you can hear that, it's just him. He's working from home today. So yes, I want to talk about all of the things that I've realised since starting this journey, as it is one of my interests, because I've wanted for so many years to get into essential oils and learn all about them and learn about their properties and what they're good for, because they're great for not just spell work but also for healing, especially with periods and stuff. I thought it'd be really interesting to learn what oils I could blend together to put on my abdominal region to reduce cramps, because I think it's good to go natural before you try anything else. As my chemistry teacher always says, she always says try natural before you go through all of the chemical... Oh, it's completely gone now. That's really sad. I'm gonna have to put it on charge. She said to start with natural before you start doing the chemical stuff, and coming from a chemistry teacher who has worked in industry and everything, that is really good advice, because we don't want to be unnecessarily using chemicals on our bodies. So that was something that initially drew me to aromatherapy, using essential oils, and also the fact that I went through this period where I was thinking about pursuing a career in cosmetic science. So that is someone who would work in a lab to develop skincare products, makeup products, like shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, all these sorts of things, learning about what chemicals work together, how to create different scents. I also really loved the idea of perfume. I don't wear that much perfume, I barely ever wear perfume, but I just love scents and the way that they link to memory. I think it's really, really interesting, so it's something that I wanted to delve into. I hated chemistry then, so the idea that that was a very chemistry based profession, I hated the idea of that, and looking back now, now thinking about it, I would still love to do that, but I just love biology more. I love nature and microbes and stuff more than trying to develop stuff like that, although I am still really interested in that, and that's something that I would like to endeavour into. In a couple of years I'd love to do a business with that sort of stuff, make it witchy. That's one of my dreams, because I just love the creativity it gives you, you know, and with making perfume and stuff, and that's what I've been trying to do. But the first failure that I came across with the actual making of the perfume was there aren't enough recipes online that teach you how to make perfume from essential oil, and all the ones I found, I've kind of, in my head, witch hazel kept coming up, so I thought, oh, I just need to buy witch hazel. So for months it was on my Amazon wish list, and I was like, at some point I will buy the witch hazel and I will use it and I'll make perfume and it's going to be great. But then last week I was doing my big Amazon order, got my lab goggles, got my blue light glasses, got that lamp, got this tripod, finally a perfect, beautiful tripod, and I got my essential oil bottles, and I was even going to make a video of me actually doing it, but then right before I tried doing it I realised that witch hazel, it doesn't dissolve essential oils. So why the hell are people online telling you to use witch hazel in your perfume? If it's as much as like dissolve, but like dilute. I don't know the actual science behind how it works, but yeah, definitely dilute, not dissolve. I don't really know if it dissolves or not. I don't really know what that would mean if it dissolved. Yeah. Now this is the issue with these sorts of things. There is so many possible side effects. There's so many things that can go wrong if you don't research, and I didn't realise this because on blogs I thought, oh, it'll be fine, it'll be safe. This woman's even talking about her daughter, like her 7-year-old daughter. She made her a perfume with witch hazel in it. But if you have an essential oil mixed with witch hazel and they don't mix, because obviously the essential oils are a non-polar substance. We're getting into chemistry here. The essential oils are a non-polar substance. So if you think water is polar, which means, this is testing my science now, which means that there is a difference in the charges of the molecules, so they attract with each other. That's why water moves the way that it does, because it has these intermolecular forces in between each other, between the negative oxygen in the middle and the hydrogens on the end, because water is like it's a bent molecule. The hydrogen atoms on the end are partially positive and this oxygen is partially negative. The oxygen will grab not electrons. It is electrons. I just rewatched the Amoeba Sisters video. It will grab the electrons towards it, as this picture shows, which I always imagine this graphic when I'm doing questions about it. It helps me remember it. And also their hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen bonds are really, really strong, and they are the strongest type of bond, and they take the most energy to break, which is why it takes a lot of energy for water to be raised in temperature, because water has a very high specific heat capacity. And so that is why when you go to the beach in the summer, it is really, really cold, like in the sea, because it takes a lot of time for the water to heat up, because there's so many molecules that need enough energy for them to heat up. So my geography teacher told me that if you ever want to go swimming in the sea, the best time to do it is like September, October time, because it's had the whole summer to heat up the sea. So yeah, we're learning lots today. So that means that it creates kind of partial links and like intermolecular forces between it and other hydrogen atoms on other water molecules. So then this kind of substance is different to a lipid, like it must be a lipid, or is lipid just biological molecule? I don't know, but like a fat, like an oil. So think this frankincense as an oil. The oil can't dissolve in the water because it is a non-polar substance. It doesn't have the different partial charges. It's not partially positive or partially negative, so it can't dissolve like with like, but it can dissolve in other non-polar substances. Now, I think this science is right, but it could be wrong. You know, I'm only an A-level student, so I'm just using what I know from my chemistry. My chemistry is getting pretty good, so I'm really happy with that, because I was terrified for years. Like, GCSEs, I hated studying chemistry, but I just knew I had to take it to help my biology and to give me more options of where I could apply to university, and also because it's easier in lectures at university. If I've got a background in chemistry, I can understand the biology better, especially with enzymes, biochemistry, genetics, all of this stuff. It's so helpful when I'm learning something in biology and there's loads of chemistry and I'm like, this makes sense. Especially with structures of molecules and things like that. So what I'm saying is, really long way of me saying that the essential oils didn't they didn't dissolve in the witch hazel. So that means that when I just leave my little bottle of my perfume that I've made, all of the essential oil, so I was making a rosemary oil to help for focus with studying, because rosemary is the herb I've been using the longest in my magical practice. I first used it, as I talked about in another video, I first used it in my SATs when I was 11. They're like exams that you take at the end of primary school, and I took my rosemary in my exam, because rosemary helps you to concentrate through stuff. So so if you didn't shake this perfume bottle before putting it on your skin, it's a roll-on. I decided to go for roll-on because sprays, they just didn't seem like a very good idea, because you can control the roll more, because I didn't want to spray it and then the chemicals react with something. Like if I was wearing like a pretty top or something, I didn't want the dyes in the material, or if the material was wet or something, to absorb the stuff and then it reacted or something, because you don't know what chemicals are in these essential oils. Even though they're natural, things that are natural have so many chemicals in them naturally that you have to be careful when you mix certain things together. So I was like, if I roll that on my skin, I'm going to be putting pure rosemary oil on my skin. And if you look online, or when you buy it, look at the description, it says all the side effects that can happen, like dizziness, you can faint, you could have a seizure, you could be seriously ill. So I cannot use that perfume, and it's such a shame. But oh my god, I wish I would have known, because now I've bought witch hazel and I don't know what to do with it. You can use it on skin to help with spots and stuff like that, but oh my god, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm going to talk about how I'm going to solve it in the end. So now I can't make perfume, and that was really frustrating, really frustrating. And then I read online, someone was saying, oh, make a room spray with witch hazel, with water, with distilled water. Distilled water is so expensive though, because once I was using it to clean up a chemical that I'd spilled on the side, and my chemistry teacher, the same one as I talked about earlier, I do have two amazing chemistry teachers though, I was using it to tidy up, and she was like, Ella, it's really expensive, could you not use it? It's just because it's really easy, because it's in a little squirt bottle, you can easily just tidy stuff up. And I was like, oops. But it was useful, but it was like, it's really expensive, so you can't waste it. So that's another thing you'd have to buy. You'd have to have distilled water, and it's not cheap, because distilled water, if you don't know, it's basically just water, I guess, I think it's water in its purest form. So normal tap water has minerals added to it, because if you drink pure water, then it's really unhealthy for you, because you need like magnesium, calcium. I'm trying to remember the Ryan Trahan videos where he's trying to sell his water and he's trying to convince people by telling them all of the different minerals in it. So extremely frustrating. And the other issue that I had when I first got into essential oils was, I was like, I want to start from the beginning. I want to get all of the oils I can. I found this amazing set. So I always use the brand Nakura. They are such a lovely brand. I'd love to work with them one day. Nakura, if you're watching this, please reach out. I really want to work with you as a brand, because I think you are such an incredible brand, and I will never buy products from anyone else except from maybe this coconut oil I'm going to buy because it's really expensive coming from you, and I've bought a lot of stuff from you. So, okay. I wanted to have all of the essential oils that I could in a big set, so I had the freedom to make whatever I wanted to make, because I didn't want to come across a recipe and it had essential oils on it that I didn't have, and that'll still happen because there's just so many essential oils, and things like rose weren't included in this big set, but I had like something like 48 essential oils that I bought in a big set, and it saved a lot of money as well, because if I bought individual ones they're like £3.50 each, but if you bought like the 48 then you get 48 and they were like £1 each, so I thought that would be better for me. And I could just have the creative freedom to experiment with different things. But unfortunately what that did was, when I got it, was like, I've only got a diffuser to use this in. I don't have any carrier oil, I don't have anything else to really do with it, except from put it in my diffuser. My diffuser only takes 5 drops, no, about 8 drops at a time, but I try not to do 8 because I don't want to clog it up. My diffuser's actually right outside, I might show you in a minute. So, I had all this oil, and I wasn't able to really use it because essential oil, most ones only really last 2 years, and then they start oxidising. So the oxygen in the bottle starts to react with them, and they're less pure and not as potent or safe to use depending on the oil. All of this information is just stuff I've learned online. Like, please don't use anything I say as medical advice or as any aromatherapy advice without consulting a professional. Like, I literally don't know anything. I've just read stuff on the internet, which I've learned my mistakes from, as you can tell from this video. So I couldn't use all of my oils properly. But then what did I do? I went and bought a load of fragrance oils from them, because I was like, oh, they do all these scents and they're already well mixed and they're all really, really pretty and summery, because it was like the summer, and I was like, I'd love to have one that smells like ocean breeze. But the problem is, because I'm buying it online, I don't know what it's going to smell like until it arrives at my house. So some of them smell absolutely vile because they are better when you've put them in candles. Another thing I'd love to make, I'd love to have a candle business. Everyone laughs at me, like my family and my friends. I'm like, I really want a candle business. But one day I will have a candle business, because I just love the idea of the creativity of it, and just like mixing different scents, like having one for luck, like little witchy candles, putting crystals in it, putting herbs. But yeah, anyway. So then I realised, after I bought these fragrance oils, I bought about 20 fragrance oils. For example, oh, we've got loads here. We've got raspberry mojito, we've got baked cinnamon bun. That one is not great, but it is better than diffusing pure cinnamon, because that's bad for your lungs. That's another thing you need to be careful about, is whether they're safe to diffuse. Like mandarin is so beautiful and so strong, but I can only put it in rice to diffuse it, because that's the most sustainable thing than buying reeds, because then I'm buying more stuff, more consumerism, more stuff that's going to go in landfill. So if you put this in the diffuser and it diffuses, it can stain your walls, it can stain your diffuser, and you should try and avoid citrus oils as much as you can, because they're photosensitive. So if you get it on your skin and you go out in the light, in the sunlight, the UV rays of the sun will kind of singe and burn your skin, which is really, really dangerous. So please don't make lemon perfume. It is an awful idea. What you should do instead is make lemongrass. I've got my lemongrass here. I absolutely love lemongrass. I love diffusing it because it's like lemon balm, and I have a lemon balm plant, but it keeps getting diseases and pests, which is really frustrating. Yeah, it smells incredible, because it's not, it's a bit more like creamy than lemon, a bit more herbally, and it really wakes you up. I just love lemon balm, and it's so fresh. It smells like spring, you know, it's so It's brilliant. And like, especially when you find it out in nature. I haven't really done that much yet, but I would really love to find it in nature and you can just smell it. It's like when I was in the Lake District this year. Got another random spam email. When I was in the Lake District this year with school, we were doing fieldwork for geography. I smelt wild garlic for the first time and it was just incredible. I just loved that because I'd always heard about it and I was like, how do I find out if I've found wild garlic? And we were like walking around, we were trying to survey a tree because there's certain like mathematical things you can do to work out how tall a tree is and like how old it is by using like a clinometer. I'll add pictures in because I had to do this for my NEA, which I'm going to do a whole video about. And then we were like walking and the instructor lady, she walked on the garlic and then we could all smell it and it just smelled so weird out in nature to smell like a cooking smell. Really strange. Why did I even get onto that topic? Oh yeah, lemongrass. I was talking about lemongrass. So I bought all these fragrance oils and like jasmine oil, night blooming jasmine. So yeah, I bought way too many. Oh, and love red apple. I love this one. It smells so fresh, but it smells quite synthetic, quite estery, because it's probably made from esters. It's not like a real apple. And fresh coffee I absolutely love, but because it smells like chocolate, but some of my family members say that it smells like certain people with certain perfumes, so I can't really diffuse it. Because it just reminds them of people, and I'm like, I don't care, it smells like a coffee shop, I love it. So yeah, that was my issue. It was the fact that I bought way too many oils. What I should have done was not worry about the money and just start with maybe 5. So maybe buying a starter kit. And the ones I recommend that you start with are the big 5. So you've got your eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is really good for when you have a cold or you have the flu or you've got like blocked chest. You can diffuse it in your diffuser or you can put it in an oil burner. But I don't tend to use my oil burners as much because it is a terracotta one, so when you touch it, it just makes my teeth go funny. Eucalyptus is brilliant for that and it's good for meditation and things. One of my friends, she said it's really, really good for meditation. It's a great oil to start out with. And then tea tree is really, really good. But you have to be really, really careful because a lot of people think that you can use tea tree neat on your face because you can buy pots of tea tree in these sorts of bottles which have been diluted. So don't presume that when you buy tea tree oil that it is readily diluted for you, because it definitely won't be if you're buying the neat essential oil, and especially putting it on a sensitive area like your face is really, really dangerous. So I highly recommend to make sure you buy a diluted one if you're going to use it on your face, or mix it. That's something that I've started doing, but I never really feel safe with it because I just feel really worried I'm not following the recipes right, because I bought this is another issue I'm going to talk about. I bought the worst carrier oil that you can possibly buy for like so I finally gave in and bought a carrier oil. Everyone was like, Ella, for God's sake, stop buying oil. You have way too much oil. But this castor oil, I thought it would solve all my issues. I'd finally be able to make perfume. I'd finally be able to use it for cramps and everything, and it would solve everything. And I chose castor oil, not knowing how viscous it is. It is ridiculous how viscous this stuff is. Oh my God, it's like trying to put bloody, like, what is like a bloody alkane or alkene or those things that you read about in chemistry, like heavy fuel oil. It's like trying to put heavy fuel oil on your face. I've got it in here, let me get it. It's bloody castor oil. Oh my God, it's not even got, I've got a little bit of it. I've got bloody, how much? 250 millilitres. Now castor oil itself isn't that bad. It's just the fact that it's the only carrier oil that I own. So I haven't got a lot of freedom, and you can tell I haven't really used that much at all. I love how it smells though. And I got it when Heartstopper Season 2 came out. So it just reminds me of Heartstopper Season 2, which I love. But this castor oil is so thick. And you can't really mix it with anything. Because I just bought it because it said it was good for like stomach cramps and like digestive issues. But it's more when you eat it that it helps. So, and you can't eat this. So yeah, buying the wrong carrier oil, because I bought one really, really quickly because I think it was cheaper as well than the other ones. Because if you get like rosehip oil, it's so expensive because it takes so much energy to process it. And also this company is really, really good because they are really sustainable with the way that they get their oils and stuff. So bought the wrong bloody carrier oil, which is really frustrating. So I can't really use it for much except for put it on my face, and then I go downstairs and everyone's like, you've got so much oil on your face, it's gonna go everywhere. So yeah, but one of the best things I bought is this rosemary hair and skin oil. I tend to use it more on my skin because it is lovely and it smells so good. So good. And I've used a lot of it. So you're mainly mostly supposed to use it in your hair, but I prefer just to put it on my skin because it is for skin and hair. But it just makes me feel like I'm putting like a layer of protection on, because rosemary is a really good herb for protection. It is one of the best herbs for protection because it's available all year round in your garden, and it smells so good. And yeah, it's just a great thing. Sometimes I put it on my hair and leave it in and then wash it out, but it's just because it takes some time to sit on your hair before you have a shower, and I don't always have that time. But I highly recommend you use it for hair. Maybe I will start using it more often, then I could do a proper review. I'd love to get their lavender one. They've got a lavender hair oil, and I could just imagine using that like for a bath before you go to bed, or a shower in the evening, and it would just be so lovely because you just feel so relaxed after. So that is something on my wish list when I've stopped being in my no spending time, because I've been in a no spending time for a while because I need to stop spending money on stuff. As you can tell from this video, like I spent like £100 on this stuff. Like that is ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. It's crazy. So yeah. So the main issues so far we've had the fact that I bought too many oils, so I don't know what to do with them. The second one was buying the wrong carrier oils and buying the wrong thing to make perfume, which is just great. Oh yeah, another thing about buying the wrong thing for perfume, people say that if you get witch hazel in a spray bottle and you mix it with an essential oil and you shake it and then you spray your room, it starts originally to spray the water and stuff and the witch hazel pure itself, and then at the end you get really concentrated essential oil that you're spraying in your room, which is not healthy whatsoever. So you have to be so careful and research so much. So what have we learned? We've learned that I need to go on an aromatherapy course, which I don't have time or money to do. So I'm going to keep battening on. It sounded like I said both battening on, like a baton, and also battering on, like fish and chips. What? What else have we learned? We've learned that you need to research, because if you don't research enough, I was rushing around with like researching the witch hazel before I bought it, because I was like, this is not a good use of my time for me to be researching this. I need to do studying. But what that did was made me buy the wrong product again. Something I need to be really careful with, because I'm about to start getting into skincare, and another thing I keep forgetting to mention in this video is patch testing. Please patch test, like literally for anything, for essential oils, for dyeing your hair, for everything, you need to patch test if you're trying a new oil or a new product, or like a new makeup product, try it on a little bit of your skin and see what it does, and then later on you can try using more. And if you do a patch test and you've got irritation, like your skin goes red or something, then don't use it, or try it on a little bit of more skin, or skin that is more like your face. Like when I was getting my hair dyed, I had a skin test behind my ear because that skin is more similar to the skin on my face. Because if I had it done on my arm, I don't know that much about skin and dermatology, but I don't know, that's just how they did it at my hairdressers. But just please, patch test, please. Just people skip it, and it's just so bad, because if you have an issue with an oil, or you accidentally don't dilute an oil enough and you put it all over your body, then you could go to hospital. Like, it's so dangerous. Be so careful. So that's what this video is kind of supposed to do, is to, ooh, that can probably make you really queasy. Ooh, I love doing this. It's like Musically vibes. I used to love Musically. Anyway, that's not what we're here to do. That's not what we're here to talk about. This video is long enough as it is. I can't believe, oh my god. I'm glad I'm not editing this like a normal video, or this would be absolutely ridiculous. Oh my god. Like 45 minutes is the length of a video that I've like planned, like for a reaction that's like a proper reaction that I then spend like 3 weeks editing. But this I'm filming and uploading in one day, so yay! Ooh. Let's go back to the video. First, skincare. I'm trying to be really careful because I've seen this deal on Superdrug where you get 3 for 2 of skincare sets. So you get like different serums and different cleansers and stuff. And I found 3 different sets that look really good. Ones with like hyaluronic acid and stuff in it. But I am, again, making the same mistake I made before, buying way more product than I need just to save money, because I can get like 12 products for 20 quid. But I don't know if I should do that, because if the products aren't bad, bad, or they don't agree with my skin, well, that's not good. I'm gonna have another £20 I've wasted on products I can't use. Why do I keep doing this? So many songs I could reference, like Why Am I Like This by Orla Gartland, I think her name is, and also Anti-Hero by Taylor Swift. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me! Oh no, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep doing this? Oh my gosh. I think I will buy 2 skincare products, and I will start with that. And I don't care if it costs more money. I can't keep buying sets. I can't keep buying beginner sets with way too much stuff than I need. Because as it is, if I bought those sets, I would be given a vitamin C oil, and I've already got vitamin C oil. I haven't used it yet. Vitamin C serum, which was part of my Jade Roller and Gua Sha set, which I talked about in my what I got for Christmas video. Yeah, it's got vitamin C oil in it. Serum, not oil. Got enough oil as it is. Oh my gosh. I do sound like I've got an oil obsession though, because I said to my parents, could you please buy some garlic oil, because I can't have garlic because of my IBS. And they were like, more oil? I'm like, but it's a different kind of oil. Anyway, let's go back to the video now. This frazzled version of me, I'll leave you now, because this is not a good version of me. This is a crazy version of me. Yeah. Bye. I hope not to come back. I hope that in this video I won't say anything else that I need to add to. But that might be the case. That might be the case. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, essential oils, they take a lot of money, but I think when I sort it out and I get the right oils in the end, it will work better. But I did promise I'd show you my diffuser. It's been very neglected lately, poor thing. it needs desperately cleaning. There's probably gunk all in it. Yeah, and every time I put an oil in it, because I need to clean it, it just smells disgusting, and it doesn't smell like the oil it's meant to smell like, because I need to clean it. But this is a really nice diffuser, because it is a more expensive one, so you know that all of the technology in it is right, because you don't want to buy one that is like made in a sweatshop in China and is gonna break, or like dangerously diffuse oil. Not saying that everything from China is bad, just saying that there can be some things that haven't got the product specifications right and like doesn't follow all the regulations. I don't know a lot about this sort of stuff, but just be careful with the products that you buy, because some people buy like dodgy fairy lights online for really cheap off of like Temu and stuff, and then it like starts fires, so just be really careful with the stuff you buy. So I thought I definitely should spend more to get like the proper brand one, so it was like £25, but when you have your first purchase with them you can get 15% off, so it brings down the price of a lot of the things that you're buying, and if you spend more than £25 you get free delivery. This is really bad. This is really bad that I know all of this about this website. You know that I spend too much money and time on it. That's really bad. I know the exact numbers and everything. Anyway, so I need to start filming with my back camera because I just keep looking at my reflection. It's because I literally can't see where the camera is because it's black. Is it like there? I can't tell. Get a little close up there. Ooh, it's not nice. So yeah, and it glows different colours. It glows through the rainbow colours, or you can, like, it glows through a rainbow sequence, so it goes red, orange, yellow, like softly, and then you can press it more on this one, and you can make it just stay on one particular colour that you like. So this is really good for like workings and stuff. I love using this in rituals more than burning incense. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going to become like known for hating incense, because it is something that I talk about all the time. I hate incense. It wrecks your lungs. Like, if you're asthmatic, how are you supposed to breathe with incense? Like, it just makes it worse. That's like really not good. It's worse than spraying deodorant, because whenever I use incense I feel so weak and tired after, because I just can't physically breathe. I feel like someone's sitting on my chest. I absolutely hate incense. But I have loads of it because of my Witchbox subscription that I had at the beginning of last year. So I need to find a way to get rid of that incense or burn it outside. Because burning it outside is okay because you're literally exposed to the open air, but when you're just like burning it inside, it's like enclosed. And I know you're supposed to open windows, but it doesn't help enough. It really does not. And it's a carcinogen. It's so likely to cause cancer if you use incense a lot. So I'm really sorry if you love incense, but like, I think it's worth it not to get cancer to not use it. Yes, I am back, but you'd have to be using it a lot to get cancer, and it would have to build up over time, obviously. So I'm not saying like if you use it once then it's going to be really bad for you. I find it really difficult talking about cancer, but like, it has to be said. I'm sorry, because that's why I stopped using it, because I was like, isn't this really dangerous? And then it was like, yeah, you get carbon in your lungs and other substances, and I'm like, oh my god, why is no one talking about this? So yeah, it is an issue. There's a lot of things that we have in the world that is really dangerous for us, that like isn't regulated properly, or people don't know enough about. Like when you're cooking, like certain gas can come off if you're like gassing it too much to try and turn on the thing, because I don't have an electric, I have a gas hob. You can release loads of gas molecules that are really harmful for you, because especially if you're in a small room and you're doing it a lot and you're turning on different things, and it's like you're breathing in a lot of this gas. Apparently it's more concentrated than people realise, because that fills up your lungs with a different kind of gas than you should have in your lungs. Oh my god, I'm probably going to get destroyed because of this video one day. Probably not going to be reputable at all. People, probably no one's going to think that I'm trustworthy, but I have disclaimed this video, like, please don't take anything I say in this video as fact. It's just like I'm talking to you as my friend. Like, please, every single fact that I've said today, don't treat it as a fact. Please, please, please research so many different sources. Even if you have to go and talk to a doctor, like, please do not just take what I say as truth, because even the things that I have learned, I still go online and I check it just to make sure. Whenever I read something, I always check like 3 sources at least, maybe even more. Try and see if there's like the website Healthline, they have lots of stuff, because it's better safe than sorry. Like, seriously, this is a dangerous thing. This is a really, really dangerous thing to do, essential oils. You just have to be really, really careful. For years, my parents didn't let me anywhere near essential oils, just because without knowledge, they are so dangerous. I just thought, why does this take so long to start recording? Anyway, I just saw a video about essential oil clay stones that you can make out of like bicarbonate soda, and I was just thinking, like, you could make a bowl of these essential oil things and forget to get rid of them before like a child comes around your house, or if you have children, you might put them out and think that it's too high up for them to reach, but then they do reach it, like in the bathroom or something, and they might be going to the toilet and then they're like, oh, what are those? And then they pick them up because they're like pretty shapes, and then they like put them in their mouth. Oh my god, God forbid. That is actually terrifying to think about. Or they like even just touch it and then put their fingers in their mouth. I can't even imagine. That is so dangerous. This is actually almost putting me off essential oils, this video. Oh my god. Please be safe, be careful. Just please research. Get a book, buy a book. I would buy a book, but literally my room is gonna explode if I buy any more books. And even now I have them, they're still like kind of, they're not really happy about it. Like, they trust me obviously, but they just know how dangerous they are, so yeah, be really careful. Like, don't have them in reach of children. Keep them away from your children. Don't even let your children know that you have them, because if they know and they're not allowed to use it, then they will think, oh, that sounds like a fun thing to be rebellious about. Let's go and play with essential oils. And then they start drinking them, putting them in their mouths, and then they're in A&E. And you don't want that. So it's just terrifying, the effects of essential oils. But most parents won't have essential oils in their house whatsoever. Hopefully. Anyway, I'm definitely not going to have any in my house whatsoever. Everything's going to be really safe eventually, in the far future, when I have children. So, yes. This video is so ridiculous. Goodbye. Use essential oils, but be really careful. And in a ventilated room. Definitely ventilated room, and try and use the setting where it's not constantly pumping out the stuff if you're not really far away from it, because it can give you headaches, make you feel dizzy. Try and use the one where it sprays for like 15 seconds and then it has like a break for like 15 seconds or something. I don't know what the correct numbers are. That's good. It's progress, you know. Not knowing too much about this brand, it's a bit concerning. So yeah, highly recommend this. This is one you plug into the wall. It has to be plugged into the wall. It doesn't take batteries, but I really love it. I really do love it. It's like my little friend. I can't wait to take it to university with me with my essential oils. That's what I'm most excited to use this diffuser for, is for my uni room, because it can get rid of the horrible smells that you get from uni rooms. Warning, if you have a phobia of illness or a phobia of stuff that results from illness, like any kind of that kind of fear, please skip the video like 30 seconds ahead, maybe even 40 or 50 seconds. Like, please skip now. Skip. Please don't listen to this, please. Like, if my friend comes in at like 3 AM and throws up all over my room, then I can put it on and then it will smell better. Sorry for anyone that is scared of sick. I think I'm going to put a warning on that. I'm really, really sorry. I should have. Yeah, I will put a warning. I really don't want to trigger anyone. I'm sorry. So yeah, I love this. It's so cute. And yeah, so I think it's white spirit or something. Not, oh god, no, not white spirit. White vinegar. I don't want to put white spirit in it. Bloody hell, that's what my dad uses to take stickers off of folders. Yeah, not good. But it's got a fill line. Don't put too much in. Don't put too much oil in or it get clogged. Really, oh, it's going yellow at the top. Needs cleaning. But I absolutely adore it. Oh, it's so brilliant. And I received it when I got back from Birmingham University, from when I looked round, which was the first university that I looked round, and that was the day that The Good Witch came out with Maisie Peters. Where is it gone? Yeah. So that was just an incredible day. Let's put this down. So yeah, I could go on forever talking about essential oil, but what I just recommend from this video is if you want to start with aromatherapy and essential oils, to buy a starter set, like a gift set, one where you only get 5, and just experiment with those and get really into them, learn all about them, learn about their magical associations if you're witchy like I am, and things like that, because some things that you have, like pine needle, I guess you could find magical associations for pine. There is a new Green Witch video, The Green Witch, I love her channel, that I really need to watch, that is about the magic of pine, and I've got pine trees in my garden, so I really need to watch that and learn about the magic of pine, because it's something that I looked into in the past a little bit, but I need to learn a little bit more about. So yes, you can learn about the magical associations, so you can use it in your rituals. You can also use it while you are working, studying, washing up, to motivate you. I always like use them for like their smelling salts. Like before I go to bed, I do a little bit of an old-fashioned this. Sometimes don't smell it directly or it's not good for you, but it just calms you so much. So I can smell the lavender. I love lavender. So yeah, if you use these to their absolute limits, like you just use this, don't use them really a lot. You have to use essential oils in moderation, but if you use them to like a good level where you're not using them too much, and you buy the right carrier oil, buy something like coconut oil or jojoba. That's the first time I've ever said that word. Jojoba oil. That's not how you say it. How do you say it? Yeah, if you buy oils like that, or I don't know which other ones, please don't listen to my advice. You can tell I've made mistakes with this. But coconut oil, you never go wrong with that. Fractionated coconut oil, that one is the one I am going to buy when I feel like I haven't spent money in a while, so I can kind of buy it. Because it's like my birthday next week, I need to be careful with money. And like, because I'm going to receive gifts, I need to not have any more stuff after that, because my room is literally going to explode. I got rid of some books the other day, but there's still a lot this side needs sorting out. Oh my gosh. I'm going to move my altar back over there, because I've moved my lovely beautiful green chair into my study spare room, so I can put books on here, so I can actually read some biology books instead of keep them on my shelf and just forget about reading them. Put some herbalism books and stuff here. Oh no, why'd you have to put the flash on? I didn't want the flash, it kills the vibe. Okay, no flash, here we go. Look how peaceful, how beautiful, how spiritual. I can just sit here now, I can meditate, I can have all the vibey times. I can put things in here, I can get out my lovely little drawer. Oh, and here's a treat for anyone who's never seen this altar before, because it's so cool when you see it for the first time. Look. Oh my god, I love this so much. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I knew I was going to forget to move it. Look at that. It was just stunning. Oh, the other way. Can't watch it again. I'm sorry. The fact that there's tea lights in it. Oh, that's so magical. Okay, right, that's enough. That is enough. It's like something from Fantastic Beasts. I thought that when I bought this, it's like Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. Harry Potter, like Newt Scamander's case. Oh, that's just so fantasy. I love it. So yeah, that is all I have to say for today. Yeah, as I said, there's loads I could have talked about, but I did talk about loads. I can't believe that you just watched 35 minutes of me talking about essential oils. That is crazy. Like, as I've been filming this video, I've been thinking, like, there's probably going to be barely any people who would actually sit there and listen to me talk about essential oils for this long, and that was even like 16 minutes in, because it's so unhinged. It's so randomly unhinged, but I really have loved filming this video. It's been really satisfying and fun just to rant about the fact that I have absolutely no self-control with buying stuff like this, and it's an issue. It's a really huge issue, and yeah, I am taking actions to solve it. I have had some interventions, but it will help me. You know, I watched this video once, can't remember what the woman's called, but she's got a really good channel about like living frugally, you know, not really living frugally, but like saving your money, and things she made a video like money can buy happiness, or things that are good to spend your money on, and one of them was essential oil, and there was only like 10 things in the list, so it is one of the best things to buy to increase your wellness. But I really think wellness, improving your wellness, should come from within. You don't need to buy external things, and that's something I've been learning on my journey so far, is that like you literally can't buy things that are gonna make you better spiritually and help you on your path. Like, you need to learn a lot of lessons yourself before you start to accumulate new items. You need to see how much you can learn by yourself, with just yourself, and then with all of the free resources, before you then go on to purchase books, purchase products, altar tools, candles, all of these sorts of things. So you really need to just start with nothing. It's like when people say you've got to start with the big 4 witchy practices, like your shielding, your grounding, your maybe a little bit of earthing, and your centering. I think it's centering, 4th one, I can't remember. You need to start with those, and like using your energy. One of the huge things I've been manifesting these last couple of months, like with university and stuff, I've done one spell, I've done another spell that kind of aided it, but was with trying to manifest something that would help me achieve that goal. So like a skill that I wanted to get better at, that would help me achieve my goal. So I wasn't manifesting the goal itself, I was manifesting being able to do the things that would help me achieve the goal. And that helped, because I then made it that it was all about my intention, my hard work, my putting that energy out into the universe, because it's something that I'm trying to attract, using like photos and stuff, wallpapers on my phone, wallpapers on my computer, to not just manifest it through like attracting it that way, but also to try and push myself to do the work myself to achieve it. So it's not like the universe has just given it to me, it's like the inspiration of it has made me work harder to achieve it, and I think that's really, really powerful. So mainly it's been kind of my thinking about it, my visualization, my hoping, my wishing, my passion, being so passionate about it, wanting to do it so much that it just comes to me. So I highly recommend, before purchasing all this stuff, which I have fallen a victim to, and I knew this was going to happen, I knew I didn't need anything for spiritual development, but even doing that, making that mistake, it teaches you so much, and sometimes you do need to make that mistake before you can really learn that all of your spirituality, all of your witchcraft, it all comes from within, and there's nothing that you need to manifest all the things that you need. I mean, there are some odd things, like I couldn't get by not buying paper to make flashcards for like studying, because that's the main thing I've been trying to improve by spell work, trying to make my focus better, my drive, not being afraid of failure, you know, confidence, working on myself through that. So yeah, everything from within, it's all inward. You need to really work on yourself, spend time with yourself, go away from social media, you know, sit with yourself and really just feel all the feelings, feel all the vibes, actually listen to your thoughts for a change, and try and mould them into something that's more positive for you. So yeah, that's my little motivational TED talk for the day. That's been my ramble. 40 minutes? Are you actually flipping joking? That's ridiculous. 40 minutes of me talking about oil. Oh my god, this video is going to be absolutely hilarious to market, to try and brand it, to put it on YouTube. Oh my god, that's so funny. Anyway, next, because today I've got off just to be myself, do fun stuff, so then I can revise this weekend. I'm going to be painting my little jewellery pot because, oh, I can make another video about this. The issue with me buying bloody countless earrings. Like, what the, I don't even wear earrings at the moment because I can't wear headphones with earrings on. Can't do yoga with, like, this. These are stunning, by the way, but that stuck in my braid, no, not gonna work. They are great for witchcraft though. Talked about this in my abundance video, these little acorns. They are great for manifestation, but there's a limit. You know, a girl's only got 2 ears. She only needs like a normal amount of earrings, because then I can want for the other earrings later on in life. Anyway, this video has been a bit of an intervention for myself. I'm gonna actually go and get some food now because I only ate a bowl of cereal for breakfast. Not because I'm trying to undereat, because I'm trying to not overwhelm my stomach before my yoga this morning. Oh, my yoga class this morning, it was my first morning yoga class I actually went to. It was just incredible. It was like a yin yoga flow, and it was so peaceful and so beautiful, and I loved it. My brain was very busy, but now I realise I do need the Headspace app to learn how to meditate, to focus in my yoga practice better. So yeah, hopefully that will get me back into meditation, because it will help me with my yoga practice, so I can use it to aid the yoga and not just think that the yoga itself is going to solve my busy brain. So I also cannot believe with today, with how busy it's been, like making this video and all of the other things that have happened with yoga and stuff, that I've had my first driving lesson today. Like my first ever actual driving lesson. Like, that's so monumental, and I'm not going to talk about it a lot because this video is long enough as it is, but like, that's just so crazy. Like, it was so weird. It was so strange, like driving a car for the first time, because you're a passenger for so long, and I was really terrified, but it was fine. It was alright. And it also meant a lot to me that the road that I was driving down to learn how to drive is like a road that I drive down a lot, and also it is somewhere where I go for walks a lot, like nearby to places I go for walks a lot, so it was like kind of like really close to my heart, like being in that place, like that road, and learning to drive for the first time. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. So crazy. I want to make a video about motivation to learn to drive if you are a witch, a spiritual person, because I have so many ideas as to why it is a good thing as a witch, as a spiritual person. So yeah, definitely want to make that video, because for so long I needed motivation to learn how to drive, to start learning to drive, but mainly it took me a year to start learning because health, confidence levels, and just like the fear of getting started. So yeah, there needs to be a point where I actually stop filming this video, but I actually cannot bring myself to end it. But if I can say one thing that I definitely recommend you buy to help with spiritual development, tarot. Oh my god. And this tarot bag just draws me to do my tarot readings because it is so gorgeous. I got it from Etsy. I'll leave the link down below maybe, but oh, it's just stunning. And this kind of practice, you can do this without a tarot cards though. You can make your own tarot cards, or you can just kind of scry with a bowl of water, or scry in the shower, or like yesterday I felt really inspired to just scry with my hands, like with water. I was washing my hands after going to the toilet at school, and I had water in my hands filling up like this. I was like, what if I just like actually just stood here and scried with this water in my hands for like 10 minutes? And then I was thinking, I've got a chemistry exam today, let's go back to studying. But that would have been really fun. But I didn't see any images in the 10 seconds that I standed there like that. Luckily there wasn't anybody chatting in the toilets as normal, so I could actually concentrate and not feel like I'm having loads of random stuff going into my brain, because people talk about some strange things in the girls' toilets. Oh my god. But yeah, it's so beautiful. But yeah, you can achieve this without tarot cards, or you can read your tarot cards for free online. So yeah, I just really love the tactileness of having your own deck, and just like building a connection with your deck. I really want to interview my deck. I really want to make a video about how to like interview your tarot deck, because it's something that I haven't done yet, but I really want to. I need to make lots of videos about tarot, things I've learned, all of that sort of stuff right here on this channel. So subscribe so you see that. 45 minutes now, that is a limit. That is a limit. We can't do any more than that. I'm gonna go and eat. I think my mum came home like half an hour ago. Oh my god, I can't believe I've stood here for 45 minutes. Oh my god, if I go another 15 minutes, it's like a stand-up show. Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, anyway, thank you for joining me. Thanks for being a lovely, lovely human being here. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried doing essential oils and the issues you've come across. When I said doing essential oils, it sounds like doing a drug. If you have any advice for me, please let me know. I only want to learn on this journey with essential oils. There's so much to learn because there's so many issues with it as a practice. It's really hard to do. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed. Sending peace, love, light. Oh my god, I've never done that before. That was, oh, it's a little bit cringy. Oh, but it's not cringy. I'm trying to go against the cringe. Sending love and light and peace, like genuinely. So yes. Oh, my stomach's telling me I need to eat. Definitely need to eat now. So yeah, that's all from me today, and I'll see you probably tomorrow for another video. Bye.